few weeks ago, APC chieftain Bwala come for national TV. When they talk about bandits, where they tell and say, why can't you people trace these bandits? But if person talk something against APC, they fit trace them. Why on no fee use the same way trace these bandits? Go for the bush where they can't catch them, carry them from that bush. He answer and I say some of these bandits they use already start network where no day residents for Nigeria, the IP address. So it's very difficult to trace them.
You're using Starlink, we cannot trace it because Nigeria, Starlink is not registered in Nigeria, it's in the space. That's the problem they have in Ukraine and Russia.
That's what he's trying to say is the network where they use, you know, fee offer. Network reach for inside that place where they day for inside bush, they do TikTok. Bandits, they do TikTok. Not allow APC deceive you, not allow APC gaslight you. Now, he reached for electoral reform where they talk say transmission of election votes via electronics, real time. The reason where then they give why they no one make that thing happen like that, electronic transmission of results. The reason where almost all the APC they give, I say network no reach their village. But the same people they talk say the network where these bandits they use, they even for bush. So at their own convenience, at the convenience of APC, they can use network no day and network day. So if these people know that there is network where the bandits they use, where they for inside bush safe. So these people they try tell us say they no fit go buy the same network. May we use them do our election, collect results, transmit for everybody to see. We know what we do for this country. We actually know what we are doing in this country. Now then Bwala talk up. So he no say, oh Bob, network the guy. And this one will go use for this bandit side. Say network day. If you read election side, maybe you say network no day. Una no fit start one place. That's to show you say these people know what they do. Hey. Don't let anybody gaslight you. This electoral reform where we fight for, we stand on it. Elon Musk don't bring it on. Starlink, he there almost everywhere for inside bush. So if they talk say, network no, they just they lie. I am voting no to electronic transmission because there's no network in my village. If they talk, I will there loud. And he's proud of it. Now my women causing for him. No matter what, Mamma mia.
Because there are no coverage in my village, I vote no. My name is Naya Baribe, and I vote yes to Nigeria, yes to electronic voting. I hereby vote no.
Mr. President, I stand on the side of the people, of Nigerians. I vote yes.
In support of electronic transfer, electronic transmission of results, I vote no.
I stand for the commission may transmit results of election by electronic means.
I support the transfer of results through electronic process by INEC.
I stand to say yes for electronic transmission of election results.
Mr. President, I vote no.
Mr. President, I vote yes.
Okay, thank you.
To electronic transmission of results. I vote capital no on the electronic transmission of voting.
Mr. President and my dear colleagues, I vote yes to electronic transfer of results and electronic voting.
And on behalf of the very rural and network deprived people of Niger North, I say a very big and capital underline no.
What we have passed, and I can recollect this vividly, because I read that act when it was a bill several times, is to transfer. After all the paperwork that we normally do are done, the agents and everybody there, security, everybody will have the papers. INEC will snap or scan or snap the result sheet and transmit or transfer or whatever it is. And for me, my understanding is if any result that was captured and sent differs from something gotten somewhere, that one is illegal.
Well, what I saw today was treachery.
What do you mean?
It was deceit. It was 419, the way we know it in Nigeria, obtaining by false pretense. First of all, Senator Munguno told Nigerians that they had to summon this session in order to listen to the yearnings of Nigerians, in order to take their will into consideration. What did they end up doing? They took their own will into consideration through the back door. What have we been saying? What we have been saying is that we want unconditional electronic transmission of polling unit results to preserve the integrity of our results. Let me make it clear. We do not have anything like electronic collation of results. What we have is electronic preservation, storage, and transmission of the manually generated polling unit results in order to preserve the integrity of the results. In other words, Nigerians have discovered that our problem is that in between polling unit and the collation center, a lot of abracadabra take place that mutilates, that inflates, that fraudulently manipulates the polling unit results in order to give you not what the people voted, but what the counters of the elections would want. What did the senators do today? What they did was that they said, oh, we can now electronically transmit with a proviso that when it is not possible to transmit, you will use the manual. That is the discussion we have been fighting for.
Is it not safer?
No, it is dangerous. Because
Can you trust technology 100%?
When it comes to this issue, I trust it 100%. Why am I saying so? INEC was the one who invented IRF portal. They have never complained for one day since they started using it, almost 2020, that technology failed them in uploading the result. Not one day. But let me tell you the funny thing. BVAS is the technological device that INEC chose to accredit voters. And BVAS, by section 47, subsection 1 to 3, they said you must accredit with BVAS. And when BVAS is not working, what do? They didn't say you should rely on the manual register of voters. They said you should cancel the election and reschedule it. And this is BVAS working throughout the day. Yet the consequence, if it is not working, is that you cancel the election. The same BVAS is what they said they are going to use to upload the scanned copy of the Form EC8A on the IRF portal. One transaction. And then you're telling us that if that one transaction does not go, they should go back to the manual. No. That is legitimatizing the technical glitch which Yakubu Mohammed brought. Because what they are simply saying is that the provision reads, when there is technical glitch, in quotes, by INEC, because they are the ones who will tell you they don't have network, then use the manual. That was exactly what happened in 2023. Amazon Website Services said there was no glitch. Nothing happened to their station. INEC said that there was glitch. And when you want to go to court, they will tell you, he that asserts should prove, even when you don't have the document. Let me tell you what the Supreme Court said about proviso. In the case of NDIC versus Okem Enterprises Limited, 2004, 10 Nigeria Weekly Law Report, part 880 at page 107. The Supreme Court said the purpose of proviso in a statutory enactment is to qualify or cut down the main clause in the statute preceding it. Remember what happened in the case of Ebegunde, Ebegunde and the Ondo State House of Assembly. The Supreme Court said that proviso means that, yes, if you defect from one party to the other, you lose your seat, provided that there is no division in the party. That is what the proviso does. The proviso destroys the main clause to the limit of whatever they say. So when they say that the proviso is that you cannot use manual, it has destroyed completely the electronically transmitted.
Let me break it down
that we have been fighting for.
Let me break.
Any elder that is telling you that he doesn't have network is fraudulent.
In this country?
Yes. How then has INEC been transmitting all the results from IREF from his own village? Because I'm aware, as you know, I was a spokesperson. I was in the campaign team. I was in the legal process. There's no time INEC has told you that they couldn't transmit any result from any part of Nigeria. And there are agents, there are companies that have assured Nigerians that they can produce the network. You are telling me an organization that took 400 billion naira from Nigerian people cannot for such a serious thing make provision to have network on that day for a single transaction. And I told you that even if you don't have network and you upload, you can upload. You can upload. Whenever the network comes, it comes in. So anybody telling you that he does not have network is fraudulent. I am saying it and I'm standing by it.